ready to fight, standing tall, doing what's right, shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep, breaking chains, leaving pain behind, calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around, justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again. Dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again.
Warning. The following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. God dang it. Why do I keep on forgetting to unmute myself? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Chaos Stream. Tonight, it's going to be today. Good morning, everybody. It is 10:30 in the beautiful morning. And I would like to welcome you, everybody. Oh boy, what a morning it's going to be. What a bloody morning it's going to be. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. All right, so first of all, morning, Mama Joe, morning, Sweet Fly. Bingo, Rooty, welcome. G'day, Sport. What's your favourite colour, Blue? Aussie Jen, I hope you haven't just walked out of your cell without cleaning it. By the way, just saying. And morning, Lisa. Eric, good morning, my friend. All right, so basically, it's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, the fleas, the crampons. Obviously, their knickers are getting too tight, and they had to go and attack Shara. Oh well, I mean, like, come on, girls, come on. All these months you've been attacking people, belittling people, harassing people, insulting people, calling people derogatory names, slandering, defamation. I mean, you've probably covered everything that Americans would actually say that you've done to them. I mean, how many victims do we actually have or have come across lately? I mean, seriously now. Do you hear me saying, "Oh, I feel threatened. Oh, I've been threatened. Oh, no, I don't." All right. But you know why? It's because I've got thick skin and I can take shit. Now, however, there was a clip on the, that stupid, by the way, share the link. Get people in here. Because today, is going to be extremely educational. Very educational. And you know that I try to be as open and as how can I put it? Transparent. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Right? I try to be as factual and transparent as I possibly can. So for those people out there, and I'm not saying it's you guys, I'm just saying for those people out there whose intelligence or IQ level is below 0.5, okay, I'm going to help you today. Today, you're going to get some help. All right. Last night, or early hours this morning, okay, I was asked a question. Why don't I retaliate towards individuals? And you already know who I'm talking about, right? Let's put it this way: he needs to take his medication. But hey, I'm not going to lower myself to even entertain that individual on my stream. Doesn't deserve it. Because I've got another story coming, and that's in the pipeline. But that's that's for another day. But anyway, now obviously anyone here who has heard me say this, hit 1. My voice and my likeness are my intellectual property, and therefore anything in my stream cannot be used unless you ask my permission first. Has anyone heard that? Me say that? Okay, now here comes a little hint. Good morning, Marlene. Hi, welcome. Oh, Jenny, good morning. Don't you find it very interesting that suddenly the crampons and the fleas are talking about that? Don't you find that very interesting? But the thing is, they've got plastered all, and they're not the only ones. They got this plastered, so like the thoughts and comments of these individuals on this platform are theirs or their own, blah blah blah. Okay, now everyone knows. I don't have to say that, right? Because that's the warning you get when the stream starts. You get that warning that the comments in there, okay, are for mature people only, public only, and that sometimes their things will be said. Now, what I say on my stream are my personal opinion. Now, don't you find it strange that suddenly now they're going on about this, but for months and months and months, not just them, but other people who on both sides of the coin would abuse and use other people's content. Now, I have never abused or used any people's content. What I've done, I've taken parts of what they have said, all right, in regards of a journalist, well, what you would call advocative journalistic investigation. It's basically taking content of what they have said or what they have done and using it in a story for public view. Right? That's fair use. Now, if, however, say for example, you take someone, all right, and this is where the goalposts change slightly. You take someone's voice, all right, and you are making basically a commercial, because that's what you are. If you are monetized, you are technically a commercial platform. So therefore, you are earning money on the content of what you're putting out. Right now, voice cloning. There are a lot of programs out there, and you've heard the songs, okay? Right? You've heard the songs. And this song, well, that little message, right, from Malin, I'm not going to answer that right now. I'm trying to, do my stream, so I'll come back to that in a bit. Okay. Right. Anyway, sorry, I'm sorry to be rude or be forward, but oh, you talk about Sean Martin. Yeah, he was just a Ohio. Anyway, right. So now I'm going to read something out to you, and you can find this. All right. It states here, in the UK, recording someone without their permission can lead to legal issues, particularly if done in a private space or with the intent to cause harm while recorded. This is now recording someone. Right? If, for example, right, that is recording someone. Now, I have, that's the one I want. Now, here's the thing. If, say, for example, right, AI technology, you're opening a can of worms. Now, I've seen a lot of people say, oh, about striking and all that stuff. Do you know why I don't even pay any attention whatsoever? It's because these individuals who sit on their platforms and they cry wolf on a daily basis and they attack individual people trying to get a reaction from them, there is a reason why they do that. It is twofold. One, they don't have their own content and they've lost their way. Basically, the actual reason why these individuals are on their platform, they no longer stick to that agenda or that narrative or the rhetoric. Right? So therefore, they've lost total control for what the reasons they're there for. Now, for me, okay. Good morning, Snowflower. Good morning, Kay. For me, like it's for gaming. And have I done a lot of gaming on it recently? No, I've done some, but I haven't done a lot. And the reason being is because I like to respond. I like to be that office where you can walk in and ask questions, and you can hear someone's opinion who is not scared to say it as it is, right? And if I have to prove facts, I will. At the present moment, I'm on page 22 of a long fucking stream. It's going to be a multiple stream. And it's going to put a couple of people in their place, and they're not going to like what they're going to hear. And it's all above board. It's all legal. It's all fair use. It's all public knowledge. And they're not going to like it. Because everything they've done and everything that's been out there has been put into the public domain. And if they've done it themselves or other people have done it, right? If you put it onto Facebook or you put it onto the interwebs or you put it onto YouTube or onto Rumble, TikTok or anywhere else, okay, right? If it hasn't got a watermark on it, visible, yeah. Say, for example, if you look at my page, down in the bottom right corner, there's a small watermark. Now, if I was able to put that watermark over my whole screen, right? So you see that little green cog down there. If I could put that watermark over my whole screen, then people would be in a lot of trouble. And that goes for everyone. And you just watch people change now. You watch a lot of stuff happen now. People are going to start changing the poll. There's a deliberate reason why I just said that, right? That there, then you can actually strike people, right? That little watermark down there doesn't mean shit. And to be perfectly honest with you, if people want to try to make money on my content, then all I can say is thank you very much for the plug, the free publicity. And also thanks very much for allowing me to tap dance in your brain, because there's nothing in there. It's totally void. And, the echo is fantastic when you hear me tap. All right. There's that part. Right. The second thing is they go on like it's, I mean, if you listen to Lisa and Tori and Robert, right? If you listen to these three idiots, I mean, seriously, they don't just look at it, they actually sound stupid. So basically there's 2 and 2 plus 3 that makes 5. All right. So we already know that they're absolute clowns. But here's the problem. When you put stuff on your screen, okay, like this, that is a AI generated picture. It's fair use. Some people's time of trying to be clever and trying to provoke or trying to be better, their time is running out slowly but surely, because it's only a matter of time before people actually see their true colors. And this is where a lot of people are making wrong. People are changing their names, they're changing their ways, they're trying to, misdirect, they're trying to change the topics. And what they don't realize is that there's people like me who will call them on the bullshit. Yes, I will. Do I do it deliberately? No. Do I want to do it? No, not necessarily. Do I have to do it? Absolutely not. But the thing is, can I do it? You bet your fucking bottom teeth I can. And I will call anyone out who's full of shit. Now, a lot of people going, oh, he's not going to say his name. He's not going to say his name. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to say his name. Mike has dug his own hole. He's his own person. I'm not responsible for his actions. I'm not responsible for his behavior. I'm not responsible for anything he does. He is the one who's responsible for that. So if you seriously think that over the last few weeks I've been talking about that idiot, absolutely not. But there's a couple of things that, are in the pipeline from me, and it's all based on factual proof. Because the thing is, like, when I saw a screenshot stating that I wouldn't strike him, I mean, like his channel, for putting up my voice, there was a reason why I did that. There was a reason why I did that, ladies and gentlemen, ewoks and wookies. There was a reason why I started saying my voice and everything else. It was a long-term thing. All right. It doesn't happen overnight. Yeah. It doesn't happen overnight. All right. You have to catch a fall, you have to learn to become a fool. All right. It's only a matter of time. It's been going on for about a month or so. All right. And I knew it was going to happen. And I know for a fact that some people got other people to spread a extremely heavily edited video. We know that now, don't we? Hey, we know about that, don't we? But anyway, okay, so just for those outside and those haters and everyone else, and for you bald-headed prick, okay, don't worry. you are on the bottom of the fucking list. You are, Sunshine. Trust me. You don't matter. You are irrelevant. Trust me. Oh my good God. I am more interested in knowing what John Cook and Lynette Preston do on a daily basis than actually give a shit about what you do. You insecure. Actual fact, please start taking your medication, because I've been hearing that you've been rocking back and forth quite a lot. Anyway, we digress. So we digressed there for a bit there. I do apologize. But anyway, right. So, Jesus Christ, I've got to behave myself sometimes, really. Hi, Crazy Cat, how you doing? Right, anyway, g'day, mate. Right. Oh, shit. Anyway, so basically, Shara puts out evidence, again, a video, and obviously it must have affected it. It must have affected what do you call it? It must have affected them, because the thing is, oh, you know me well, Marlin. You know me well, my darling. Excuse me. Now, here's the thing, Lisa and Tori and Robbie. Listen to me very carefully. I know you're going to hear this. But why are you crying wolf, considering that the amount of slanderous remarks? I mean, look, Lisa, I know that you've got a personal vendetta against Jeremy Helms. That's been obvious from day one. You've actually used Lynette Preston and John Cook's case, or Jeremy Helms, what the hell's against them, right? Their case. Morning, Hans. How you doing, fella? Right? I know for a fact. Nah, I doubt it very much. But we'll talk about that privately, Eric. Not right now. And the thing is, it's like I've been saying this from frickin' day one. There's never, ever been any transparency. So basically, everyone has to take one's word of that individual for granted. So, if I turned around and I said, hey, do you know what? In fact, right now, I'm sitting in Houston. What would you say then? If I told you right now, I'm sitting in a friend's house in Houston, and I've been over here for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Anybody? Anyone want to take a random guess if I'm telling the truth or not? Anyone here got the spine and the balls to actually say, well, yeah, no, yes, no? Because here's the thing. You can't say yes or no. You can't. And the reason being is because you have to take my word for it. Correct or incorrect? Am I correct in saying that, or am I incorrect in saying that? If you know me and you've been here for 6-7 months, you should know me. Yeah, I know, Eric. You'd have been the first place. You'd have been the first port of call. Trust me. Well, I'm not. I'm in Wales. Where? I'm not going to say. But I am in a fantastic, beautiful Wales. Right? Not somewhere else where someone thinks. Obviously, that, but it's a good point. It's a good, poke. Here's the right. I'm gonna point this out before we move on and carry on with this with this topic of interest. There's a reason why Numbnut wants people to strike him, and here's why: it's because he then gets your information. He will get your name and he will get your email address. Now, what can you do with an email address, ladies and gentlemen? Right, specifically after the information that was put out a few months ago about certain individuals gaining access to personal information. This is just allegedly speculative. Okay, I know I've got proof. I can prove that it happened, but just speculative, allegedly. What do you think you can do with an email address? What do you think? What do you mean, Ozzy? What do you mean about me being in Houston? How do you know I'm not? This is my whole point. You know, I could be saying yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. But I mean, I could be in Houston. You know, Texas is quite a large state. I could be in there. Okay, not sell it. What you need to do, okay, and this is where it goes into the legal aspects. Okay, you can do a reverse search on people's email addresses. This is why I always say to my family members and everything else, if you are going to create an email address, right, then create it in a cafe, a internet cafe, or create it in a library. Don't create it at your home. Don't create it at a library or at work or at home, at an internet cafe. Trust me. Spam, 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 spam. Sorry. Marlin, if you are in my driveway, then you're going to have 3 problems. 2 of them have got 4 legs and they've got a biting poundage of about quite bad. And then you got the next door neighbor who's a lazy fucker and he probably might go and ask you loads of questions. But anyway, that's beside the point. The fact that, right, anyway, so we digress. But we move on. Now, with all these back and forth threats and everything else, okay, something needs to be done about it. People need to be educated. All right. And here's the thing. If you go to individuals' videos, right, and you go back, you will notice a discrepancy. You will notice certain things. You will notice stuff that it's very, very, very interesting to say. Right, but you will notice a repetitive behavioral pattern. Now, I'm not a psychologist. No, I'm a counselor. I'm a trained counselor. Right, I did my counseling course just around Christmas, around that time. All right, and I passed it with flying colours. And I'm at the moment doing a mental health emergency mental health, which is quite a hard course to do, to be honest. But anyway, but here's the thing. You got all these people going on, oh, intellectual property, all this. I did that deliberately because I knew people are so naive and so dumb and they think that everything they say is correct. But let me educate you. Let me educate you. Duplicate. This link will take you, okay, this link will take you to Open Lab, right, City Tech. Yeah? Right? And if you look in there, okay, it'll tell you everything that you need, right? And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is an Americanese link. This takes you to the CUNY, which is the New York City College of Technology in New York. All right. Oh my God, what is he doing? He is too clever. He is too clever. Right. And that link, what I want you to do is I want you to click on, you'll see on the left-hand side, it'll say proposal, pros and cons, and the copyright versus fair use. Okay. So what we're going to do, right, I'm going to read through it. So you can click on that link. It is safe to click on. You don't have to worry. It's an official link. Right. And then when you open it, okay, go on to copyright and fair use, and you will see. Yeah, it's edumacation. It's time for edumacation. So yeah, edumacate yourself. Sit down. Shut up. Hey, actual fact, where are you? Right, you crazy clown, swap with Aussie Jen. Aussie Jen in front of my desk right now. Sitting this. Come on, you two, swap around now. Off you go. Anyway, all right. Copyright. According to the United States Copyright Office, copyright is a form of protection grounded in the U.S. Constitution and granted by law for original work of authorship, fixed in a tangible medium or expression. Copyright is used to protect an original work of authorship, including literally musical, artistic, and dramatic works. Although it protects these, it does not protect facts, ideas, discoveries, systems, or methods of operation. Now, for you to copyright anything, right, you have to pay to get the copyright symbol. You have to pay for it. You have to register it, and then you have to pay for it. Right? Now, fair use. Fair use. The United States Copyright Office defines fair use as a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright protected works in certain circumstances. Now, listen very carefully, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Fair use determines through the following factors: purpose and character of the use, including whether it is used of a commercial nature or if it's for non-profit educational purposes. Now, when you have your platform as monetized, okay, it is no longer a non-profit. It is then commercial. So therefore, right, that is one strike. Nature of copyright work. Amount of substantially of the portion used as relation to the copyright work as a whole. So if say for example, Dickhead or someone else takes 30 seconds of my stream, okay, whatever. Actually, it doesn't really bother me, all right? Because at the end of the day, I hope that people get educated from what they hear. All right. In actual fact, I'm going to pin that link to the top. So anyone comes in, just any mods, please point that out to what we're talking about, and then they can go there. Effect of the use upon the potential market for or value of the copyrighted work. Certain types of uses, such as for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research, would be considered examples of activities that might qualify as fair use. Have a guess what? Making fun of you, making satiric, or forget, I don't even know how to use satire in multiple, right? Making a tune like the Crampons AI created voice by someone else, all right? That's satire and humor. That's fair. That's shit happens, right? Here's the thing: when you use other people, like the fact that you are trying to strike people, trying to intimidate and harass, which brings me on to the next point. So pay attention, boys and girls. Now, fair use versus copyright. Copyright and fair use tend to be confused because of how similar they are to each other. While fair use allows you to use a work that has been protected by copyright, it does not allow you to claim said work as your own. Fair use only goes as far as being able to use it without making money off it. I will repeat that sentence. While fair use allows you to use a work that has been protected by copyright, it does not allow you to claim said work as your own. Fair use only goes as far as being able to use it, heed my words, without making money off it. A copyright gives you full ownership of the work, allowing you to claim it as your own, potentially make money off it. So if you, on your channel, make content and you're making money off it, okay, you need to prove that it is copyrighted. However, if I'm making something and someone else uses my content and they make money off it, they have to let me know. Right? This is the reason why I was saying my voice and my likeness, because there are laws over in the States and over here. Okay. And let me just find it for you. Please hold, your call is important to me. I need to find that freaking, where is it again? There you go. Let me just bear with me a second. It's going to take a while. It's been a while since I mentioned this. Where are we? Oh God! I tell you, it's such a pain in the ass trying to find something that you discussed a while back. But let me see. Oh boy! Right. Okay. Now, for example, right, there are two different things about using someone's voice. Okay. Now, this is just educational. What I'm saying here is educational. You can find this on the internet, and you can educate yourself on this. Here in the UK, there's a thing called passing off. Right? This is a legal concept in the UK that can help you challenge the unauthorized use of your voice or likeness if it causes confusion or damage to your reputation. Yikes. In the States, it's called right of publicity. The right of publicity is an intellectual property right that protects against unauthorized use of your personal name, likeness, voice, or other unique personal attributes of commercial gain. For commercial gain. I hope everyone's on the same fucking page as I am here, please. Please tell me you are. Because so far, two people, right, have made a very big mistake. Just under that. There was a reason why I started dropping that earwig. There was oh, the dogs. There was a reason why I dropped that earwig. There was a reason I started planting that into people's, so people would hear it. Because I wanted to see who would copy it. Because over the last few months, over quite a few months, a few people on their platforms have copied what I have said. So they are listening. Hi, by the way. Don't forget to hit that like button. All right. Yeah. And if you want to come subscribe, please come and subscribe. All right. Come and join us. Come and have a conversation. Everyone here is very friendly. Unless you piss Eric off. All right. But so anyway, so you got that. So I'm going to put this in there for you. This is the British version. And this is the American version. Oops, sorry. And there's going to be these wannabe I know everything type of individuals out there. Okay. Oh, wait. What's this? There you go. Right. So oh God. So you've got the British version as the top one, and then you've got the American version. Now we continue. Fair use versus copyright. Copyright and fair use tend to be confusing because of how similar they are with each other. While fair use allows you to use a work that has been protected by copyright, does not allow you to claim said work as your own. I have never done such thing. Never have. Okay. Fair use only goes as far as being able to use it without making money off it. Copyright gives you a full ownership. We've already covered that way. However, copyright does not give you any claim of ownership over something that uses your copyright work in a fair use. This means that if someone were to teach a lesson that used one of your works, you could not be able to say that the lesson belonged to you. Right? Like today, I am teaching you, this is a lesson, so to speak, right, about certain individuals on this platform who can throw their weight around and think they are untouchable and they think they know everything. In fact, they don't. Right? It's very easy to point it out because why would you try to make yourself look like a victim and then in the same breath, right, harass and try to get someone to strike you because you've used their voice. They've used my voice. Why? Why would you do that? Right? That there shows me the lack of intellect, the lack of knowledge, the lack of being a human being. In fact, I find it very childish, and in some ways, I find it very disturbing that a grown adult can behave in such a way. So my advice is to that individual: take your medication, take a break. I know you don't have content, so take a break. Go and look after some homeless veterans, or go and look after, because that's what I'm going to be doing this week. For 3 days, I'm going to be away, and I'm going to be looking after people. Right? That's what I'm going to be doing this week. Physically, actually helping. Right? So, but anyway, we digress. Copyright and fair use act as a way to keep each other in check. With copyright protecting your work and fair use allowing you to use a work that is protected by copyright, as long as it is within the bounds that what it was used, it is considered fair use. Everything from day one until to the present day has been done, right, in fair use and is within the bounds. It's educational, criticism, journalistic investigation, comment. Okay? And this is what I like about some people, is because it's very easy for certain individuals to sit on their platform and accuse, like Shara Michelle. Okay, Shara Michelle is a fantastic lady, right? And I applaud her. All right, and I applaud her. Now, at the end of the day, okay, here's the thing. The reason now they're starting to become concerned is because Shara Michelle is putting evidence out there that is proving them wrong in every aspect. In every aspect. And it's hurting them. It's hurting them quite severely, actually. I mean, look at Robbie. Robbie thinks he's funny because he stole a screenshot from me and he's put it on as his icon. God bless you, Robbie. Whatever floats your boat, sunshine. Right? Because to be perfectly honest with you, you've been caught out in quite a few lies over the last 7 months. And you're a convicted criminal. And shit like that hangs over you. But instead of actually trying to correct yourself and find the right path and stay away from this, what you've done, you're using your has been 1 year of a little bit of fame, and you're trying to get clout out of that. And it's like you're like a child who's lost their balloon, right? Okay, I probably will. I probably will. All right. Now, the biggest issue is here. For Robbie, he's been caught out in a lie. And this is what a lot of people seem to forget. It's very easy for you to say whatever you want to say. It's very easy to sit there and go, I'm a fucking astronaut. I've been to Mars, blah, 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 blah. A couple of weeks later, I've been a couple of weeks after that, blah, blah, blah. A couple of weeks after that, you don't mention about Mars anything. You don't mention about it anymore. All right? A couple of months down the line or a year down the line, you forget completely that you told everyone that you were an astronaut, that you've been to Mars. And then the problems start going on because you start attacking someone or you start lying about someone. Perfect example, Jeremy and George. Right? We know that people who hang, good morning, SMN. We know that people, okay, who hang in your stream, who go to your stream, come onto that fake Facebook page and they post on anonymous or they make up a fake account and they post something and that's it. All right, that it's common fucking sense. I mean, it's like it's just basically some people. Okay, it's like watching paint dry. That's how boring it is. This is why I say, guys, just post anonymously. Everyone should post anonymously. You watch how quick the anonymous posts suddenly just disappear within all the other anonymous posts, and they'll lose their credibility, and then they won't have that soapbox they're standing on. You take away that soapbox they're standing on, they lose all the wind in their sail. And now Shara Michelle, what she's done, she has put up evidence. She's showing proof. Yeah, she's putting herself out there for ridicule and everything else. But the thing is, she's putting the truth out there. She's putting stuff out there that these people have fucking said. Marla Hughes, for example. I mean, she flips back and forth so much. Right? They should put her on they should employ her on the DMZ in Korea, between North and South Korea. I tell you one thing, Korea would become so confused, right? Even the South Koreans will go to North Korea. Because it wouldn't work. And the fact that these people think that they can't be served, that they are immune to any criminal implications or legal implications is beyond me. And then they want to start striking people's channels. Why? What are you so afraid of? Do you seriously think that video is now gone forever? Do you seriously think that the video that Shara put up, that people didn't take screenshots or didn't download it or didn't take any type of evidence? Do you seriously think that you've stopped Shara from showing the truth? Let me tell you something right now. You haven't. And God bless her for putting that proof up. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, Snowflower. You know, and Eric, yeah, you're right. Liability as well. All right, so Lisa and Tori, let me point a couple of facts out to you. All right, until this day, the only evidence that anyone has got that any money that you received for Lynette Preston and John Cook, right? The only proof we've seen is the Christmas decorations, the Christmas presents, the items, and everything else. The fence, the panels, the cement. Right, and that, yeah, the fireworks, yeah, the flags, yeah, right. But that's it. And then when you have one of the major donators come into your stream and say, "I want transparency. I want to see what you did with my," listen to my words now, my donations. It wasn't a direct payment or a gift to you, Lisa. It was donations. And somewhere out there, someone or multiple people will have factual screenshots of said comment. You see, this is where you make a mistake, because either you've got a brain, good morning, Mark, either if you've got a brain of like a fucking goldfish, or you cannot remember your own lies. Now, if I don't like someone, am I going to hate on them? No. If someone asks me privately what I think of them, I'm going to say what I think. Do I sit on my platform and do what all these people have done? No. But I tell you one thing, I'll put up a couple of I'll put out a couple of herrings, and I'll put a little carrot in front of the horse, and I'll just sit back and watch. You know, because when you go hunting and you put out your little snares and your little traps and stuff like that, right? It's only a matter of time before you get a fish or something. You know, you put that hook with a nice juicy worm in the water. It's only a matter of time before a big carp comes up and goes, dinner. And then when they bite, I sit here and I say, "Pah, fucking told you so. I freaking told you so." And I've been saying that for months, and people have been questioning it. I've had people DM me that I've never spoken to, and I haven't done since. And they've DM'd me and they're going, "What makes you right?" What do you mean, what makes me right? What makes what you say correct and right? Well, easy. Show me. 6 minutes later, yeah, good point, well presented. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, that makes sense now. I've been, you know, I've been, you know, I should have looked at the bigger picture. I should have taken more time to actually listen to what was being said and what was being done. And I should have read instead of just glancing over it. And I went, well, whose fault is that? Oh, mine. There you go. Is that it? Yes. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Conversation done. Right? Because this is the biggest issue. This is the biggest issue. I mean, people, look, someone's just put up an anonymous person, right, has just put up with a comment, "Lisa can't copyright strike this post. Ha ha ha, Lisa." And they've put up, right, some sort of a couple of screenshots of their comments. All you have to do is go and look at the comments. I think, like, when you read the comment, if you read the comments and you read them as an unbiased, you step away from the I'm a Jeremy Hales fan, or I'm a Lynette fan, or whatever fan. It doesn't fucking matter. Step out of that box, walk away, strip yourself down bollock naked, have a quick shower, wash yourself off, get dressed in sterile clothes, and then look at the bigger picture. And you'll then see a pattern of behavior with people, right? Those three on that platform and other individual people, right? If they haven't changed the name, they're crying wolf. They're playing the victim. It's always, "Oh, you're picking on me. Oh, you're picking on me." But there's no acceptance of your own failure. Why not? Why haven't they shown any type of transparency of anything that's been asked of them? I'll tell you why. Because they don't have it. Because they show you, they will get done. The moment they show you is the moment they will admit to committing whatever. That's why they don't show any transparency. That's why they don't show receipts. That's why, I mean, there's a difference between grifting and between grifting and putting up a Amazon list for stuff for your kid or for someone else. Right? If I see transparency, you show me transparency. On that note, Big Dirt, no, I don't, because I don't want to scare the natives, and I definitely don't want to scare the animals around here. But anyway, right? At the end of the day, none of these people have told the truth, no matter what. All they do is speak. They just sit on their platform and they speak. Now, I'm like, yeah. "Oh, you're a fucking hypocrite, Spawn. You're sitting on your platform." Yeah, I'm sitting on my platform because I'm giving you my insight and my opinion. That's part of fair use. That is part of fair use. Comment. Yeah, it's part of comment. I was given a song with their voice on it. That's fair use. That's satire, humor. In fact, they should be laughing at that instead of going, because at the end of the day, what can they do? This trying to harass and control people's platforms, okay, goes against the terms and conditions of YouTube. And may I just add, I am being currently educated on that by someone. Yes. All right. Now, as far as I'm concerned, This whole situation that's going on, right? It's not about the court cases anymore. It hasn't been for about the court cases, and especially about that young child that's involved in all this. It hasn't been about the court cases whatsoever since fucking since since we all since I caught a group of we caught the lies, right? It's been all about the crampons, Super Dave, Ray Bunk, whatever his freaking name is, all right, and Bruce Maskin. Bruce Maskin is no longer part of this. Well, he is in a way, right? But that numbnut brought two other people into this. They didn't just appear and start going out. They were brought into this. And the reason I can say that with 100% fact is because Bruce was on Michael Phelps' platform multiple times, and they've been talking for quite a while. Because if you're a people's person and you know how you can see you can get a gist off a person's body language and personality, you know for a fact they've been talking to each other. Because the thing is, the reason Michael Phelps is involved in all this is because of Megan Fox. There's a connection. The only part that's not connected to any of this is Mr. Magoo, Mr. Trial by Combat Magoo people person, right? The whole thing has been organized, and Bruce Maskin was the one who organized it because he basically came clean. He actually put it in an email to everybody. I mean, how can you deny that? And this is why a lot of people seem to be very confused. When I said it's organized, I had a shed load of people go, what do you mean it's organized? I said, it's organized. No, it's not. I said, yes, it is. How can you prove it's organized? Screenshot of email. There you go. Well, that's why he says, well, we need to create, I won't read it. Carry on reading. Read it again. Oh, we're going to create a what the hell's ecosystem. Okay, so what does that say? I mean, in Americanese or in any English speaking country on this planet, when you say we are going to create or build or make no matter if you create something, that means you are organizing it, ladies and gentlemen. And if your intelligence level doesn't understand that, then type in organize. What does organize mean? Into Google. Do you know what? I'll do it for you. How about that? Organize. Organize. Arrange systematically. Order. Organize lessons in a planned way. Make arrangements or preparations for an event or activity. Social programs or organized by the school. Oh dear, what is Uncle Spawn slipped on here? What is it? Ooh. Oh, zipper. Oh, zipper. Oh. Yeah? Look into the English dictionary, the Oxford or the Cambridge dictionary, and look under the word organized group. You don't hear anyone else say that, do you? Right? Anybody? Anyone want to have the spine or the balls? Pardon my, I don't mean any offense to anybody, but does anyone have the balls to actually turn around to me and say, well, you're wrong? Anybody? Think about it. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Think about it while I go for a nature break. I'll be right back. you little shit. No. No. Hey, get it. Good boy. Shithead. Oh, where's the cat? Oh, you're there. Right, okay. Jesus. Oh, you know, you just can't get the stuff these days. Anyway, right, so I'm back. Morning, Squid. So, anyone here got the balls or the spine to tell me that I'm wrong? Anyone? Oh, excuse me a second. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, in case of an emergency, okay, make your way to the exits where you'll find my blood type, which is Dr. Pepper, and you'll find an IV station there. Just please, please, please bring it in and then just stick that needle in and yeah. Good morning, Heidi. Heidi, Heidi, it's me, Spawn Trooper. Heidi, Heidi. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, yeah, I forgot to take that one out. Oh, well. Yeah, let's not make stupid people. Oh, God, I've got all that wrong. Oh, well, shit happens. Anyway, time. Right, so basically there's no one here. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now, this is your opportunity to say that I am full of shit or I am full of truth. So one is I am full of truth and two is full of shit. This whole thing is organized, has been organized, and basically it's not about the court case anymore. It's about destroying characters. It's about stopping people from being able to say the truth or talk the truth. And at the end of the day, no matter if you agree or disagree with someone, a disagreement is healthy, right? Disagreeing with someone is healthy. I disagree with Squid and other people all the time. It is healthy. It's good for a friendship. It's good for the relationship, all right? Because like at the end of the day, if you do not agree with someone, all right, hi Freckled, how you doing, all right? Brilliant. You caught a shark. Dum, 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 dum. Anyway, right? So here's the thing. I know I know I'm right. I'm full of both. SMN, go to your room. Go to your room. Actual fact, no, SMN, go and stand in the corner. Go on, off you go. Walk over to the corner, stand in the corner. Go on, off you go. Right. Okay. And here's the best thing. I don't have to. I mean, if I talk about something specific, I will use facts. I will look for truth and everything else, right? And I will show you the facts. Then you are the individuals who make up your mind. Hi, Vicky. All right, and you make up your mind. Now, I can't dictate to you how to think and how to choose. That is entirely up to you. All right. But when you've got people trying to convince you and trying to manipulate the way you think, that's where you have to draw the line. I am not here to do that. At the end of the day, you can choose to dislike me. You can choose to like me. I don't care. You can choose to. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you should have the opportunity and the time to come up with your own response, your own answer. If I give you something and it's all it is verbal, then it is your choice to go, do you know what? I'm going to do some research on this. I'm going to go and check on this. I'm going to go and look at that. I'm going to look at this. And then I'm going to make my own mind up. And if I think that Spawn Troop is full of shit, I'm going to tell him he's full of shit. If I think he's telling the part truth, then he's going to tell part truth. If he's telling 100% factual truth, then that's it. All right? I will rather have someone come in here and say, do you know what you said about so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, what you said about that topic and that topic, you were partially wrong. I'll go, okay, then where was I wrong? Oh, you were wrong there, there, and there. I'll go, okay, 1 second. Yeah, you're right. You were right. However, if I think I am not wrong, that's when we go into a constructive dialogue. And having a constructive dialogue is way better than just having someone go, no, I'm right, you're wrong. And that is when you come to a certain group of individuals on this platform. Like, for example, Squid's here, right? I'm going to use Squid as a fucking example, and she's half asleep, so I probably might get away with most of it. Squid and I met on someone else's platform. And it took a while for us to get to know each other. And, you know, there was parts, and there was one day where she said what she needed to say, and I said what I needed to say. And we both agreed to respect each other's view. We have been friends since that day. We were more friends than we were before. And we've got respect for each other. That's why we can argue about something. Like, if I don't agree with what she's saying, even though she's got the experience and her husband's got the experience as well, if I don't agree on something, and then I received a message this morning from her, and my response, where is it? And I'll tell you, I'll give you my response. 1 second, please, 1 sec. Please hold, your call's important to me. My response was a simple response. And it was this. Oh, good God, here we go. Because the thing is, when we, like, I'll give you an example. When we were discussing the Canadian air incident, right? The Canadian air incident, at no time was she or I interested if it was a male or female pilot. At the end of the day, you are a pilot, you are a co-pilot, you're a crew engineer, you're an engineer, you're a stewardess, you're a steward, whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. Shut up, Eric, before I send you the headmaster's office. All right, but here's the problem. If what has been said in a comment, and it was heard on the CVR, which is the cockpit voice recorder. I'm not going to go into it here right now. Obviously, excuse me, Squid and I, we're going to be going through the crash thing, but I'm not going to enjoy this. I'm not going to enjoy this one bit. Because the thing is, I think everyone should be judged equally, regardless of what gender or sexual orientation you are. I don't care about that. What I care about is that everyone is treated equally, and if you fuck up, you're disciplined equally. So this is going to be a rabbit hole that I'm not looking forward to, just for the record. So I'm saying it on my stream first, just for the record. But I believe it is going to be an interesting topic, to say the least. It's going to get heated. Not between me and Squid, but I think people, because of the mentality and the attitude of some people this day and age, it is going to be a freaking flamethrower. So all I can say is, come in when we're doing the NTSB reports, come in with an open mind, listen to what's being said, not how it's being said, keep up with what's being said. And if you do have queries, questions, or complaints, then write it in such a way that it comes across as such. Okay. Right. Going back to this now, copyright. Excuse me for a second. Where was I? Okay, just did I finish on this one? Copyright and fair use act as a way to keep each other in check. Yeah, we've already copied that. Right, references. Okay, if you need references, you've got copyright in general forms of question, us.copyright office in brackets entry, retrieved from www.copyright.gov/help/FAQ/FAQ minus hash line general.html hashtag what. Okay, so if you're looking for anything about that, okay, so the link is at the top. I've left it at the top. So if you're interested to read what I have just explained. Now, I'm not going to cover that bit because I don't really care. And I'm going to cover that bit because I don't really care about that either. And I don't care about that either. Now, here's the thing what you have to understand. Oh, Eric, Spawn Trooper, when you say cockpit, are you referring to Fleecer or the one in a Big Dirt? Really? Really? How old are you now? How old are you? Jesus, Big Dirt, we used to crack jokes like that when we were 10, sitting in a sandpit throwing sand at each other. But good point, well presented. I'm talking about in a aircraft, a flying aircraft, like an aircraft, like a helicopter or a plane. Is that specific enough for you, sir? You fucker. Right, so there you go. Right? Now, when it comes to the two crampons and swamp lizard, one thing I've noticed, okay, have you noticed that the only people on that platform now are just them two or swamp lizard? It's just them three. You don't see anyone else on there anymore. Why is that? Where's Bruce, Lisa? Where's your buddy Bruce? Huh? Anyone done a check on him to see if he's still in the United States of the Americanese, or has he flown to Europe? Because I mean, the flight to Armenia, that would cost a lot of money. I mean, all you have to do is fly to Frankfurt or Hamburg, or well, if you flew to London, then yeah, I mean that would cost him. I don't know. You got Heathrow, Gatwick. You got Cardiff. No, he wouldn't come to Wales. We wouldn't have him. We'd know he'd be on that plane, and we'd just carry on. You got Stansted, you got Luton, you got Gatwick, you got Heathrow, you got right. And then off he goes to Armenia. I mean, what's he going to do in Armenia? Become a general manager for a basketball team again? I mean, and here's the thing. This day and age with the youngsters, and no disrespect to any youngsters, but you guys are slightly paranoid. So when you got someone working in your company, you do research on these people. And there's a lot of people who don't realize that. And that's the magic word. Research is a magic word that people should remember, because research is, interesting. Like paint chips. I know you're out there listening. Yeah. You four-eyed chubby little fuck. Right? Have you actually thought of like going to some sort of costuming group and, getting them to build you some armor so you can actually portray what you want to be? And that's a stable boy. I mean, the fact that you have your picture taken with kids' armor, a sword, a plastic shield, and a helmet that makes you look like, geez. I mean, when you, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do you know there's a minority over in your country, Squid, that are making the majority look really bad? Do you know that? I mean, look, Snowflower, bless your cotton socks. Bless your cotton socks. A woman with integrity, a big heart, and a care for anybody, human people, anyone. You are an angel. And there's a lot of people like you in this stream right now, and people who are sitting outside. There's people like you. Good morning, Dave. How you doing, bud? How you doing, my flower? Right? I mean, it's it's. I am glad that there's Eric SMN. And here's one thing that a lot of people don't realize. There's a lot of veterans in this stream. Some people may not know. There's Army veterans. There's Navy veterans. Oh, someone has to join the Navy, don't they? Yeah, right. There's police. There's EMTs. There's firefighters. Yeah, there's different nationalities who served. British, American, Germans, Belgium. But I'm still so taken back that when people cry wolf, but their own closet is full of skeletons. And then you sit there and you wonder, go, well, hang on a minute. How does that work? How does it work? Play the victim, but then attack someone. And when attacking people, lie about stuff. And when you're playing the victim, attacking someone and lying about stuff, then making yourself look like, you know. That's why one of the reasons I ignore that Facebook page as much as I possibly can. And when something actually, comes across and it's entertaining, then I will actually like give it a thumbs up, or I'll give it a laughing emoji, or I'll just make a comment, or I'll just put up one of my good morning motherfuckers. Yeah, it's and one thing I've learned as well, I'm glad that I don't have to be in the same, how can I put it? I don't have to be on the same level as them. I like to be on the level I am right now. I enjoy being on this level because it's so much fun. The freedom I've got, because I don't have to worry about all this shit. But the fact that people are trying so hard to find out where I live, let me know when you're over here. I'll fucking come pick you up. I'll drop you off in the YMCA in London. Take a few hours, but you'll get there. And if you ever want to go scuba diving, go to St. David's. Oh, yeah. I just can't understand you people anymore. Do you know what? I am glad that I have surrounded myself with people who I do trust. And I don't care if they talk with people who I have dissociated myself with. I don't care as long as they don't talk to me about it. But there's a lot of people out there who need to take a long look at themselves. Oh shit! Yeah, Squid, you come over. Just let me know. I mean, it'll take me a while to get down there, but hell, I'll break the speed limit. I don't mind. But what I can't understand is why people are, I get it. There's a lot of excuses. Oh, I've got anxiety. Oh, I've got mental health. It's always the excuses. Always use the labels to get out of the shit that you put yourself into. And, I'm not perfect. But one thing people have probably noticed, I don't swear as much now that I used to. Do I? No, I don't. I don't swear as much on my streams as I used to. Because I learn. What, do you think I'm going to be, you're going to think I'm a tourist freaking thing now? Squid, you come over here, you could do your own. I'm not going to be your what you call them, a tourist attraction person. No, do it yourself. You can slog yourself. You can tab around Cardiff and you can tab around freaking Wales. Actual fact, a nice place to go, Penrith. Or yeah, Penrith will be nice for you. And go into the valleys and go and have some in Ponties. Go and have fun with the sheep. And when you're in the countryside, just make sure you don't, tour guide, there you go, just to make sure that you don't speed, because sheep roam freely around there. So if you hurt or maim or unalive one of the sheep, we know where you live. I can do. Oh yeah, that's 100% sure. Yeah, Mrs. Spawn adores you and the little one. Oh, God. I don't even think you'll ever get the little one back. Actual fact, you can take both of them back to the States with you if you want. It gives me an excuse to come to the States then. Oh, God, can you imagine me coming over to the States? Can you just see what I mean earlier on? Right? It's very easy to say things. And this is why you should always use your common sense. There's a lot of people out there saying a lot of stuff that's not true. And they say a lot of stuff to sound big, but when it comes to actually putting the proof in the pudding, people, proof in the pudding. Anyway, let's move over to the next page. Oh, we already seen that. In the case of, oh, and by the way, I would like to thank the individual who sent me that. That is freaking awesome. And I sent it to a mate of mine, and he just laughed. He just laughed out. He went, "Yep, that's you 100%." Oh yes. And by the way, thanks very much for the new name there, Lisa. You know, was it spoon pooper, sperm pooper? What you saying? I take it up the backside? Are you stating, Lisa? Are you stating that you like to do it up the old chocolate factory inspect? Are you trying to identify yourself as a chocolate factory plumbing inspector? Is that what you are stating in that terminology? That name? Is that you know? Because I mean, I'm just asking. I mean, these days we have to be PC and we have to respect everyone's um, you know, uh, I'm just asking. It's just a question of interest. I know there's a lot of people who need to have continuous tissues supply for them, so when they take their face for a shit, they've got something to wipe their mouths with. You know, the amount of crap they talk, or they need to get themselves a bloody good lawyer, so because one day the backside's going to sue the face for the amount of crap they talk. But there you go. That's better. But you know what they say, don't you? Hershey bar fact. No, it's a chocolate chat. It is basically called a chocolate factory inspector. I could tell you a dirty joke right now. I could tell you a joke. Virgin goes into a brothel, comes out, and he's got what they believe chocolate all the way around his mouth. So what happened? I don't know. But she just screamed the next one. She just kissed my face, and yeah. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, but here's a word of advice to the crampons for you, Lisa, and for everyone else. If you don't like your own medicine, you don't like the crap you dish out on a daily basis. If you don't like it, don't do it. And striking Shara Michelle, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Because every time you've attacked, you've gone, you've attacked probably every single person. Marlin, Nedge Bill Igno at the fault. All right, then, sweetheart, you take care and lots of love. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't know. No. Why won't there be any chocolate? I feel like I've been. I feel like I just feel. I don't know. I just feel robbed now. All right, Eric. You take care, fella. You try to have a nice afternoon or nice morning, and take a nice relaxed, and keep your chin up, fella. All right. Always positive vibes, dude. Yeah. God bless you, and thank you very much for being here. Uh, I will do, Marlon. You take care. You take care. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. And you take and have a nice day. I always wanted to learn Swedish. Next time I'm going to try it. Yeah. Wait a minute. What's haunted? Margam, 15 minutes from me. It's over. Oh dear. Oh, do you know what? Shall we have some entertainment? Let's have a little bit. Let's have a song. What shall we play? What shall we play? Let's play this one first. Oh, it would be a good idea. Actual fact, one second. Right, guys. I'm gonna give you a little. Oh shit! Wrong button. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna give you a little bit of entertainment for the good morning. All right. So it is early morning for you guys over in the States and late in the evening for you guys. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give you a little bit of a reason to wake up. Right. So for everyone in Australia, New Zealand, right, it's late in the evening, and it is 5 to 7 in the morning on the East Coast. So enjoy some tune.
This one goes out to all the daffodil warriors, all the brethren in Swansea, in Wrexham, in Merthyr Tydfil, from Penwhite Fan to Port Talbot. Beat up yourself, Span Randy come to mash up Babylon with some proper Welsh reggae. See, whoa, tidy vibes from the hillside, son. Spawn Trooper know the reggae man. Coal dust clear, the fire's begun. Spomally sun rules Irish son. He once rode the valleys in his army gear. Now he charts the pubs to the coast. He's spreading cheer and the bass line rolling like a pint of beer. He said bagpipes
fucking need love. Celtic rocks for my... Yeah, I can't fucking sing it. I can't sing for shit. And the fact that you asked me to sing that. And that's a big shout out to JK Films, who was such a gentleman to actually do that for me. I really appreciate that. And he also did this one as well. Where are you? Oh yeah, there we go.
To the boots of the Valley Knight Spawn Trooper, baby. You've got these crampons skanking in love.
Oh, here we go.
This one's going straight from our hearts to the boots of the Valley Knight.
Yeah.
Spawn Trooper, baby, you've got a skanking in love. He's got boots full of rhythm and a stare like tea, trooping through the hills humming harmony. He don't say much, but he speaks in bass, and we melt like butter when he looks our way. He swapped his shield for a velvet beat, daffodils tucked where the skanking meets. Oh, trooper, trooper, we see you glide, got us floating lace through the countryside. We love you, Spawn Trooper, slow like honey, sweet like rain. We love you, Spawn Trooper.
Good morning, everybody.
We love you, Spawn Trooper.
Like a lemon on a lazy breeze.
You make our hearts go loopy
with your reggae melodies.
Yes, yes.
There's a tambourine mood in your knapsack, boy, and your dub-plate dreams feel like lemon joy. You skank on clouds, we follow slow. Your rhyming boots, you steal the show.
We'd write your name on a biscuit tin, crochet your face on a jacket pin. Kiss your shadow if you walked our way. Spawn Troopers will make rainy days.
We want to dance. We's dancing now. We's got the brushes. Schmiggle, put it down.
We love you, Spawn Trooper.
We'd skank all day just dreaming of you.
We love you, Spawn Trooper.
Socks on the line, beats in our teeth.
We are the crampon, sweet and slow.
And we love you so eternally. They call him Spawn Trooper.
They call him Spawn Trooper.
They call him Spawn Trooper.
We are the crampons.
They call him Spawn Trooper.
This one's going straight from
Yep.
our hearts to
No,
the
it's not.
boots of
Shut
the
up.
Valley.
Oh. Whew. Hello, yes. Back to normality. Hope everyone has a beautiful, the best day. Take care. Hugs to you and to you once again. Sorry about that. I just lost the plot for a second there. Only fair. But you know what, guys? We've been live for an hour and a half. You know, we need to keep the stream short so people can actually, like, you know, make them, you know, because they don't have any of their own content. So, well, yeah. Anyway, so funny thing is, though, right? I think the fleas, aka the crampons, I think they've woken up a sleeping giant by doing what they did. Yeah, I mean, look what happened. You remember when Bruce copyright struck Megan Fox's, and she just went whatever, and then the next day he took the strike off again. Right, you know what that was, don't you? That there, right? That was the typical, you know, strong arm move. So, look what I can do, right? You know, I would never ever abuse the system. But the thing is, whatever people do isn't not under my ability to know and to So people just grow the fuck up, will you? If you're going to dish it out, expect it to come back. And if SMN, take care, mate. You take care, buddy. You have a nice day and all the best to who. And you stay safe and be good, bud. But here's the thing: don't dish out what you can't expect yourself. So, I mean, there's people out there who like to make, like to press people's buttons. But the thing is, you have to wake up very, very early to press mine, because at the end of the day, I don't really give a shit about anyone's opinion unless I show them respect. And if I got respect for someone, then I will listen to their opinion. And a lot of people have lost my respect. And once you lose that, that's it. Anything you do or say is not taken serious in one bit. Mitch, I saw you in here somewhere. Good to see you again. Mitch, where are you? I saw him pop in. Where are you? There you are. He just woke up. Love you too, bud. Love you too. But yeah, it's just one of those things, people. It's not about the court case now. It's about whose balls are bigger. It's about all these people, who need that attention. And if you give these people that attention, obviously they're gonna, and also what you do, you can also weed out people who are here for one reason or the other, right? Yeah. So, guys, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that the bells of notification, because I think the notifications are working again. And I know there's going to be some people who are not going to be happy. Of course they're not. Of course they're not going to be happy. And the reason they're not happy, right, is because they're not getting their way. They think that by using emotional, what's it called again? There's a word for it. What's the word for it? Emotional. It's not emotional blackmail. It's having subscribers and shit like that. Oh God, what's the word for it? Emotional. What's the word? There's a word for it. It's not emotional blackmail. Oh, manipulation. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Right? Emotional manipulation is not going to work with me. Never has done, never will do. Right? But I mean, I've had people go, "Oh, why aren't you responding to this? Why aren't you saying anything about that? Why aren't you bringing this up? Why are you not bringing it up?" It's because when I do want to bring something up, I'm going to make sure that I've got everything. I've got every single bit of evidence. I've got every single bit of fact. I've got evidence, proof that I can put forward and show people. And then I come with that pow, because at the end of the day, I'm not gaining anything from it. I'm not losing anything from it. I am an individual who will say it as it is, and unfortunately there's people out there who don't like that. So emotional manipulation, like I said, don't come to me with emotions, because I will then just show you the exits are here, and here. But some people will use emotions. They go, I feel so. Yeah, no, sorry. No. Yeah, but anyway, Squid has something to say. She would like to just make a quick announcement. And remember to go and show your love for Squid. There you go. Okay. Where are you? Where are you, Squid? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, do you know what? That's another thing. Why I can't understand why people are so miserable. Why do you want to spend all day being miserable? There's way, way more stuff out there that is good for you, like hobbies and friendships and stuff like that. Yeah, it is crisp, but it won't be down for long. It'll probably might be shared on Facebook pages and people have probably downloaded a copy of it or whatever, and it'll just get downloaded and disseminated that way. But I mean, there are so many things you can do out there, and all I can say is this: drink some water, keep yourself hydrated, because I'm going to do that right now. I am your father, little girl. No. Oh. I'm glad you're happy all the time, Dirt. I'm really glad you're happy. And by the way, just so you know, guys, Squid has made a quick announcement, so please go and check it out. Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. One sec, I just need... Oh, can you believe that I had my microphone muted the whole freaking time? So I need to do that first, Bond Bang. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the loofah news coming to you from the UK, specifically Wales. It has been known that Lisa Farr has bought herself a loofah. The colour is unknown, however, if you see that loofah outside a window, prepare yourself for a possible nightmare. And also, please be aware that sometimes the different colours of loofahs also means the different trouble you can get into. So remember, take a plank and a searchlight. Who knows, they'll never find you. And on that news, over to you in the studios for the sport and the weather for tomorrow morning.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Lisa, be gentle. Be gentle. I'm asking you, just be gentle. I didn't say anything about what colour the loofah was. I just said that you did. Noshoa, hi. How are you, my dear? How? Yes, resident Native American in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Noshoa is 100% Native American. So if you've got any questions or concerns or complaints, there she is. And I hope that you're well. And Lisa, be nice to be gentle with me. Don't hurt me. Can you imagine driving around the villages with different coloured? Oh God! Why did you put that in chat that you've got a loafer? Why? Knowing full well what I was going to do. At least seriously, what else did you expect from me? Okay. Oh my God! Now I've got Sienna and hi Sienna, sweetheart, and now I've got Sienna and Lisa talking about their freaking loafers.
Oh, mine's beige. Oh, beige. It's all beige. Well, mine's got beige with a little bit of purple in it. Smeagol, we want the precious. We want the loofah. We want the precious.
No, you can't have the precious, Smeagol.
Why can't we have it?
Because the bloody thing's bigger than you.
But we want it. We need the precious. We want it now.
Get back in your box.
No.
Get back in your box.
No.
Right. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, guys, come on. Question time. Let's do this. Do 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 do. Oh my God, Freckle got. Oh my God, now we got Lisa, Sienna, and Freckle with loofahs. Anyone else got a loofah? You may as well just say it now. Say it or forever hold your peace. Say it. Unpin message. That's the one I wanted to do. There you go. Go on. May as well say it. Hey, crampons, you got some competition because so far 3 people have got loofahs. I'm good. Just got back from Res. Heard you had a trespasser on. Thanks for the shout out. Oh yeah, you missed it the other day. Yeah, you missed it. Yeah, someone who calling themselves a warrior and princess in the same sentence. That's a fucking oxymoron itself. But yeah, but I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah. I have one home that's on a stick. Oh no, Freckle, no, bad Freckle, bad Freckle, no, bad Freckle, no. Why can't you just get your partners to wash your back? I mean, so anyway, guys. I know, you guys are crazy. Do you know, one day I'm going to do a stream where I don't allow chat. You know that? And I'm going to do that one day. That's coming soon. So basically, I don't get distracted by, chat. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't really care. I don't care who is flying loaf. Oh, good God. Good morning, flying loafers. God. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, boy. Yeah, I know, I'm only joking. But there will be, at one point, there will be a day where I will not allow chat because I will be dropping quite a lot of shit. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, not footy for me, it's rugby for me. But anyway, so anyone got any questions? Obviously not. So we're gonna start calling it a day. Please remember that Squid is going to be going live when? Probably now. My stream is always off the rails. An actual fact, Squid, when is my streams never off the rails? When is it actually on the rail? When? I mean, like when I first started, it was on the rail, but you know, my streams are never on the rail. Anywhere I go, streams always are not on the rail. So you should know that by now. Come on, you can't be that lazy. You should know that. You should know that by now. Flying loafers. That is too funny. That is probably the funniest channel name I've seen. I can't. Mummy, can I keep flying loafers? What color of loafers is in your shower? There aren't. Oh, you. There are no need for loofahs in my shower. I will, on request, help with the washing of one's back. There you go. There's no need for loofahs. Yeah. I know. Touche, madam. Right, guys. Well, obviously, no one's asking questions, so please, guys, make sure that you are ready to go to Squid's stream. She's going to be streaming about the naval personnel suing US News and everything else. So that's going to how disappoint. What do you mean? What do you mean it's disappointing? How can you say it's disappointing when you're in the shower with your partner and you're both washing each other and sharing the shower and sharing the water? That means you don't have to waste water. You know, you just have to move around and just be careful you don't slip ass over tit. So, why can I just picture all you guys standing in a group with your loafers above your head going, ooh-ah, 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 you know, doing one of those war cries. Anyway, so on that note, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I would like to thank everybody for coming and for interacting. I appreciate you all, and I just want to say one thing. Don't let people make your mind up. You make your own mind up. And remember, if you want or you need... but do all right. We're busy poking around in your bathroom to ask questions. Well, that doesn't surprise me one bit with you, Lisa. I'm surprised Kay's not here. I'm surprised Dave, UK. I'm just not surprised that all of you look. Even Big Dirt doesn't get involved in that conversation you girls are having right now. Then again, I can imagine that big ass walking around with two loofahs in his hand. Can you imagine Big Dirt walking towards you with a loofah in his hand? Oh boy, the squeal and the high pitched voices afterwards. Sorry, what? Let me you watch. Wait for it. Hey, Big Dirt, I know you're sitting there. Do you have a loaf? I bet you have a loofah, don't you? I bet you. Come on, tell the truth. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if this is true, but I'm going to repeat this. If you don't get notifications, and I don't know if this is true, you need to make sure that you go onto the channel and click on the top bell. So you click the bottom bell first and then click the top bell, and apparently it fixes something. I don't know if it's true or not, but just so you're aware of that. Yeah, no, well, no, I'm not going to say anything about what I consider if anyone needs a good regimental bath, then it's a hard bristle brush. Yeah. Oh yes, a Reggie bath. That's for some people that is well. And by the way, why are people putting up mugshots of Sim? And in actual fact, he's lost quite a lot of weight. Actually, I think people should be complimenting him on his weight loss. In fact, actual fact, it's good. I like the way I like the way the police take mugshots, because you can see if you're putting on weight or losing weight, and it's quite good. But I can't believe that people actually use the past to try to, diminish or destroy someone's reputation. And that, a lot of people are at that at the moment. They're trying to, destroy someone's reputation for the sake of destroying it, because they fear those individuals, because they know they can't do anything against those individuals. Me, I don't destroy anyone. I just put the facts out there and let everyone else make their mind up. I didn't get it David. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. That's what I was doing last night. Oh, yeah. Autobots. Roll out. Right. Anyway, guys, I'm calling it. Go and hang out with Squid. She'll be going live soon. So on that note, I bid you, everybody, adieu. And I hope that you have a fantastic day today, or a fantastic night. Yeah, cancel culture is a thing. Well, yeah. But remember, have a good one.
Spawn trooper riding in the night, heart of gold but ready to fight, standing tall, doing what's right, shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep, breaking chains, leaving pain behind, calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise, second chances, they wear thin, Spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I...
Sorry, I just been sent a message. I do apologize this very quickly. I just been sent a message. This is actually quite interesting. Apparently, the link. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. No, oh shit, I can't find the link anymore. Oh well. Where is it? Copyright. Copy. Hang on a minute. Let me just check something here. History. Where's my history? There's a history. Okay, the copyright is not, just so you are aware, right? It is not a Google Drive. It is actually a website. Okay, so just be aware that Open Lab, right, is not, I repeat, is not a Google Drive, right? So it's very safe to click on. And you can actually, and here's a word of advice for people who like to scaremonger. Any link you clicked on, your information is automatically recorded. That's what cookies are. Now, a Google link or a file on someone else's Google Drive, now that, is different. So if someone sends you a Google Drive, right, don't click on it. Okay, just for the record. So for you people out there trying to scaremonger, you know, put some emphasis in your comments. Just saying. But on that note, I'm going to shoot off again, and I wish you all a good night and a good day, and have fun.
Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawn trooper rides again. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in